The blue eggshell might be worth more, so I might use that instead of the thing I'd been using. You'll notice when you walk in the garden, I bought a wool hat. That will be explained. I'm actually going to drop this right here. All right, so we're going to save and exit the Chao Garden. And what this does is it saves the fact that we got our Chao. It saves their stats. It saves all that stuff. And now, we're going to do a little glitch. We're going to do a little glitch for you guys. So the good news is that if the shiny gray Chao egg is still there, it means we're probably going to get it. Thundershot, you don't have enough rings. Well, that's what this glitch is going to be about. So, let's go see if we can accurately pull this off. If I get into the black market and it's still there, then I'll take time to explain what I'm doing. So I'm going to pick up this. This is also why I had the wool hat earlier until I got the shiny blue eggshell. So let's go see. If the shiny gray egg is still in the market, we're looking good. Fuck! A black egg? Ah, shit! Do we want a black Chao? Oh, the hello. Okay, no, this is really good. Who is that? I think they're weed eating out front. I'm gonna have to cut in a minute if they keep that up. Which is fine, because I don't think they'll be here very long. This is really good, though. I didn't get the egg like I wanted to, but I did get... Where are your manners? I did get a wool hat. That's a really expensive wool hat. All right, so we're gonna do this glitch for now. Okay, so the shiny gray egg's gone, which is whatever. We could have a black egg, but I don't. I would rather have a shiny black egg, but I know I don't have enough emblems for a shiny black egg. I could breed my own shiny black Chao maybe with the black egg. I don't know what I would make a black egg look like. A black hero chaos Chao would look neat. There are going to be eggs here all the time. We can come back and check in all the time. I already have my hands full with a couple Chao anyway. I don't want to overwhelm myself. You know what I mean? So, this is what we're doing. Since, as you can see, I might have to look outside in a minute. My mic is acting funny. Excuse me. I might have to check outside in a minute to see if this weed eater thing is going to be a problem. Actually, I'm just going to do that now. Hold on. Sorry, I thought I escaped this when I moved, but there was still a weed eater outside. I cut for a second. I'm back now. If he comes back around, I'll just wait a second, and then I'll come back in, but it's not a big deal. Anyway, so these wool hats are super expensive, right? 10,000, 20,000 rings. As you can see, I only have 5,000, but I brought in a shiny blue egg with me. So let me show you what this does exactly, what the glitch we're about to do is. So instead of me doing City Escape 100,000 times and getting 999 rings every 7-8 minutes if I'm fast, which means after I'm getting 1,000 rings per shot after 80 minutes, after over an hour of nothing but doing City Escape on loop over and over again, I would have 10,000 rings, right? That takes a while, considering there's something in there I want to buy for 20,000 rings. That means I have to do nothing but City Escape for over 2 hours to get it, right? Actually closer to 3 hours at that point if I'm fast. So there's a glitch that was developed on the GameCube version, also works for PlayStation, but essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell this to the black market, and since rings are stored in a different place than your Chao Garden data is, both on the GameCube memory card and on the PlayStation console if you got the HD version like I do, you can sell an item, and then if you quit your game immediately after selling it, what'll happen is it hasn't saved in the Chao Garden that you lost the egg. The egg is still in your Chao Garden because you never saved that you sold it. But because your ring counter goes up when you sell it to the black market, your ring counter saves, and it still gets to stay there. So you get to keep the rings, and you get to keep the eggshell, and then you could do this over and over again. Now, the GameCube version is a whole lot better for this glitch, and I'll explain why once I start doing it. But the PlayStation version is still really good. You're getting free rings, essentially. It's way faster than City Escape, I'll tell you that much. So here, what you do is you go to the black market. I have my blue eggshell. All I'm going to do is I'm going to tell them I'm going to sell it. It sells for 1,200. So I think my wool hat was better. So I have a wool hat back there that sells for 2,000. We'll do that next time. I was hoping that the wool hat was going to be... I was hoping that the shiny blue eggshell was going to cost more, but it didn't. So, yeah, so I have a wool hat that I bought for 8,000 that sells for 2,000 a pop. But since I already have the eggshell here, we're just going to sell the eggshell. Now, if you're on the GameCube version, you push reset right now. Your rings are immediately saved. You push reset right now. However, on the PlayStation version, it doesn't auto-save anytime a transaction is made. So, what we have to do on the PlayStation version is we go into Help and Options. This shouldn't be here in the GameCube version at all. Go into Help and Options. We go into Options, and just to make the game save your overall game data, I'm just going to change my controller vibration from on to off. And then when I push back, watch what happens. Upper right-hand corner, it says Saving. It has saved my game data, but not my Chao Garden. Now, whatever you do after you've sold the egg or whatever you're selling for rings, do not click on Exit Game. Don't do that because that will save your Chao data. That will just mean you sold and lost whatever item you got. But now, what's going to happen is I'm going to pull up my PlayStation dashboard. And when I do, I'm going to go to Quit Game. And when I do that, my audio is going to desync on my AverMedia, so I'm not going to talk until the game comes all the way back. So just know I'm going to be silent for a second. But yeah, I'm going to do that real quick. So let me quit game, and then I'll speak to you guys in just a second.
File select.
All right, down, up, file 2, file 1, file 2. Okay, so we're back. Like I said, I do that to line up my audio because I would talk through all that, but for whatever reason, when the PlayStation quits a game and then reopens it, my AverMedia like freezes for a second, and that throws off the audio that I already had synced up. So I got to do that again. No. So every time you do this, you do have to go through the full intro screen. You have to quit out, go through the full intro screen, come back, and that's it. It's obviously still a lot faster for me to do, because like City Escape, I wouldn't have, doing City Escape for 8 minutes, or 7 minutes, or however long, if I'm fast, I still wouldn't have as many rings as I got from selling that item, which isn't even a very good item to sell, but I got 1,200 rings for that, and you can only get 999 for grinding City Escapes. This is a way faster method. It's a glitch. It's not Game Shark or anything, but it's a way faster method for getting rings than doing City Escape over and over again. Now, another reason that the GameCube version is vastly superior is that in the GameCube version, not this screen, but the screen before this, just the start menu, when you push reset right after you sell your item on the GameCube version, you just get brought back to this screen. I don't have to quit to the dashboard, let the PlayStation homepage load, get back into Sonic, let Sonic reload, go through all those Sonic team screens and everything like that, and then come to this. It's just instant with the GameCube. So the GameCube version is super quick on that. But if I did it right, my rings should be up 1,200 from what they were. The bad thing is I don't remember what they were at. I didn't keep track of that.
Select a stage.
I don't feel like I was at 5,740, but I don't know. We'll see if I did this right. And then hopefully if I also did this right, my eggshell will still be in the Chao Garden, which is good. We'll find out, though. I still haven't gotten Rouge into the Chao Garden yet. I really need to do that. Alright, so Eggshell's still here, so that's good. So I'm pretty sure I got the rings. I didn't keep track of what my rings were before, but I'm willing to bet I got the rings before. But main thing is I didn't lose my Eggshell. I can add it to my collection. Why are they all the way out here? Like, corral these in. Hold on. I must get them all in the corner. I don't like them being that far out. Somebody's got a rattle. I don't like them being that far out because then like they could fall off when I jump up here one of these times, you know? I do like having my eggs as a collection. I know you can, and like obviously I know it now, but people have told me before, Thundershot, you can sell those for money. I just like having them. I just like having them. In fact, I'm going to go get the red eggshell now. So yeah, I actually had, this is what I was doing before. Remember when I told you earlier I was doing a little bit of stuff before I started this session? The main thing that I was doing was, why does he look? They don't look as good when they're far away. I think it's because I chose 1080p or 1080i to film in this time instead, or to play in this time instead. It's at 720p. I think 720p is better than 1080i. I don't know if that's an opinion thing or not, but that's where I stand on it. Why did I come here? I don't want to sell this. But yeah, that's what I was doing before, is what I did. I went out and I bought this wool hat that you'll see in the garden when we walk in. I had about 9,000 rings, and I bought the wool hat for 8,000 rings. And then I went back, and you can sell the wool hat for 2,000. So if you're just going to sell it and like leave it there, it's never worth it to sell an item. You may as well just keep it, because the payout rate is only 1/4 of whatever you bought it for. Except for eggshells, because eggs are way expensive and shells don't sell for as much. But that's because shells are pretty much useless unless you're going to put it on somebody's head. But yeah, so I want to save that my Chao data. I want to save where my eggs are before I do this. But yeah, and then I sold the wool hat 4 times over, so that way I could get back to my original 9,000 rings that I had before I bought it. So essentially, I just got a wool hat for free. But now, with any luck, hopefully items haven't changed in the garden at all. And if they haven't, that means that what I'm about to do is glitch until I get to 20,000 rings. Then when I get to 20,000 rings, I can buy that gray wool hat for 20,000 rings. And that one should sell for about 5,000 rings a pop. So I'll be kind of resetting my money, but in the same way, I'm going to save myself on resets. Because if I can sell a wool hat for 5,000 rings a pop, then after I do that 4 times, I have 20,000 rings. And that's an insane amount of rings. So let's hope that that gray wool hat is still here. Another shiny gray egg. No, so it's redone itself. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Just to do it anyway. I guess we could still try to get the shiny gray egg now. I'm going to sell my wool hat a few times. Just because. Until I have, we'll say 10,000. I'm going to sell my wool hat till I have 10,000 rings. Since I think the shiny gray egg is probably the best egg I can get right now. We're going to sell, well, I don't know. Yeah, whatever. I'm just going to do that. So I'm going to do this glitch a couple times, and I will BRB. Fuck, you know what? Fuck that. I'm doing that off camera. We're going to take this back to the thing, and we're going to focus on our 2 new baby Chao right now. Yeah, I don't want to cut anymore. I cut already. Well, I did City Escape for 5 minutes. So this can stay here. I think we have to do... Oh, we don't have to. I think I'm going to start doing something really sad here in a minute. Let's just go ahead and look. We got Alucard. We got Brock. Somebody's taking a nap. Is that Phelps? The young Phelps. I need to get a... I want to get a dead fish. I want to get the flame back on his head from a dead fish, but I think that just naturally goes away over time. I don't remember. Is this Thud? I don't know. No, we might have to do some sad stuff here real quick, so... Let's go have a look. And this is actually something I can put off till later, but I need to get my bearings again. So this is where I put all the Chao that are absolutely bad. Viagra. Straight green, so I mean that's... He could maybe be useful. Rusty's stats were just ass, if I remember right. But he's blue, so he's a blue Chao, so maybe we want to keep him. Then we've got an orange Chao. He's going to make a Knight's Chao, and then shit's stats are just that. So yeah, we may have to throw them away later. I'm not going to lie to you guys. We may have to just throw them away later, which would be sad. I don't want to do that. Oh, by the way, in case you guys are wondering, Thundershot, you never cracked the cocaine this session. I am streaming later today. I try to stream almost every day now. And I do not want to have a crack of the coke can for the stream and a crack of the coke can for the, what you call it, every time I do it. Excuse me. Crack of the coke can for the stream and a crack of cocaine for Chao. Because that just means I'm drinking 2 sodas per day that I do Chao Garden. And 2 sodas a day is not going to kill you. But where I'm already drinking pretty much a soda a day, I would like to not have any more than that if I can avoid it. And just all this health shit that's really stupid. But I bet you were just born. I bet you're hungry. So now, I have to decide what kind of... I'm probably going to have to relook at their stats because I don't remember what they are off the top of my head. I have to redecide what stats I want to rank up for these guys. I have to find out what kind of Chao. Holy crap, I might have to look this up. I have to find out what kind of Chao. What would a shiny blue Chao look like? What would be the coolest shiny blue looking Chao? Do I want to make it a two-tone? Because I'm gonna breed it with another Chao. Do I hope that Chao comes out as a two-tone Chao? Or do I hope it stays just straight shiny blue? Oh my god, the possibilities are endless. I don't know. I don't know what to think. I spent so much time telling you guys that we had to prepare to get more Chao and what we were going to do with them. Alright. Actually, I am going to do a little bit of research, so BRB.